Hi, this is Kimberly from Are You Awakening? And I am here for a quick video today about objects that show up out of nowhere. And this is kind of fun since most of us are stuck inside in an enclosed environment. We really have a chance to look at all of the things, the props as I call them, in our surrounding. And one thing I've noticed is that things are showing up that weren't there before. So much going on when something like that happens. It's very similar to when you see repeating numbers, for instance, or a repeating symbol. It's something that calls your attention to it, hoping that you will go deeper and ask yourself about coincidences, about magic, about the possibility of things coming out of nowhere. So I'll give you two examples of what can happen. One example is when something that you lost suddenly shows up again. I had this happen with the pair of earrings that they were okay. They never really went with anything I was wearing, and so I kind of put them at the bottom of the jewelry box, and then by the time I was ready to actually wear them, when I went back, they were gone. Well, of course, I'm looking around, can't find them anywhere, forget about them for literally like a year. And then one day I walk into my bedroom and there they are on the floor, in the middle of the bedroom. So this kind of thing can freak you out because you're thinking, where the hell were they? Who put them there? How long have they been gone? Where have they gone? What happened to them? And so all of a sudden you get all these questions coming to you for answers. And that's a really good thing. So it's going to test your belief systems as to how much you're going to try to explain that sucker away, right? So we could use a third dimensional explanation of, oh, maybe the cat found it in the closet and batted out and left it there. Or, oh, it just fell out of a bag that was hanging in the, you got a million things that you could explain away for it. And any one of those can be perfectly correct and true for you. But that doesn't mean that it's the only answer. So as you go through your awakening process, you're going to learn that every event that happens to you on multiple levels. So, okay, maybe you did stuff it in a shoe and the cat found it and out it comes. I don't remember doing it, but it's possible. Could have been another timeline I was on. And above that, something appearing out of nowhere, you have to ask a couple questions about that. Like, why were they gone in the first place? Or, I know I looked in the jewelry box and that's where I left them, and why did I find them on the floor? So you're going to try and explain them away, not just on that physical level, but you're going to start trying to explain them away on another level. Symbolism, right? Reason for being there. If you're creating your reality, you're the one that put them there. So why the heck did they show up now? These are fun things you can do when something that you've lost shows up after being lost for a while. Now there's another kind of appearance, and I've got a little thing here that showed up. Now I didn't leave the house yesterday. I didn't feel like it. So I stayed in the house instead of going for my big long walk in the hills. And as a result, I woke up this morning and I found this. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put a picture of it up there so you can see it. But it's just a little piece of copper with a hole punched in it. It's not something I owned, so it came from somewhere. So what happens when something you've never seen before shows up in your closed environment? Yeah, that's going to challenge more belief systems about who's inside my house, how did I get it in here, etc., etc. Am I not paying attention to what's on my carpet? A gazillion things can go through your head. The real magic about it is exploring why. Why, if I'm the creator of my reality, did I put this Oh, by the way, it was in the same place that I found the earrings, just to make it even more poignant for me, right? Why did I find this? So I could sit there and try and explain the whole thing away and drive myself batty with that whole thought loop thing going on, or I could look at it from a different perspective of, what can I do with this? Why is this here? Is it art? I put it this way, or the idea is that it showed up to you, for you, by you, and what are you going to do with it? So although that's a very strange example of something to find, it'd be great to, you know, find a gold brick or something. However, we'll start small, and I challenge you, I invite you to look a little higher at each level as to why things like this are showing up in your life, if they indeed are. And what can you do with it? Can it be a springboard for something creative, or could it be something that brings you back in time to relive a certain experience that maybe needs some clearing? So hopefully that was useful for you, and if you've had any experiences like this, I would love to hear about them. And don't forget, while you're stuck in your house with all this stuff, always be yourself all the time. Love.